Hello all, Philip with Phillips Computer Repair here to talk to you about one of the jobs I recently went on. I was visiting family over this past weekend, and when visiting, I got a phone call from my sister-in-law stating that, hey, one of the neighbors' parents is having computer issues. I'm like, okay, what's going on? And so she's like, Philip, you know better than that. I don't know anything about computers. I'm like, okay, sounds good. And so I was like, tell him to give me a call, and I'll be more than happy to reach out to them. And she's like, oh, I already gave him your number. I've already saved their contact in our book, in our contacts list, so that when they, if and whenever they do call or you call them to reach out to make an appointment, their name is there. I was like, what's their name? They told me. And so, lo and behold, what was interesting, Sunday, when I was on my way back home, the customer actually called me. They kind of beat me to the punch. I guess what is it? What is it? Some desperate times come call for desperate measures. I had to think about that phrase for a minute. So as that happened, on my way home, I received a call from her. She goes, Philip, I hear that you really know computers. And I was like, I know my fair share. Yes. What's going on? She goes, I think my hard drive died. I'm like, oh boy, that's never good. So I kind of responded to her, I was like, what makes you think your hard drive died? She goes, well, I tried updating a program, an application on my computer, and when it gets halfway through, it tells me my hard drive dead. Right then and there, I told myself internally, I was like, yeah, hard drive's not dead. Definitely messing with a virus, bloatware, a malicious program that has infected. And like, all right, I'll be more than happy to take a look at it. So I was like, I promise you, there's no need to freak out. Just, she goes, oh, I've turned it off. I've turned it off. I'm not using it. She was in a complete panic. I completely understood it. I was like, listen, I assure you, I'm gonna get you back up and running. Have faith in me and give me some time to take a look at it. I'm gonna get down and dirty with this and see what's up. Oh my gosh, Phelps, thank you so much. When can I come bring it by? Like, um, well, my schedule is pretty booked tomorrow. I can swing by today and come pick it up. She goes, what time do you think you'll be back? I was like, mm, I'm according to the GPS, I was gonna be back around 5 o'clock. But when I get back, I got laundry to do, just the general house stuff, so I can get myself back in order and ready for the week. So at that point, um, she's like, okay, well, how about this? Can you do Monday? Absolutely, I can come and see what's up, and then if I need to take your computer back home with me to work on it, I'm more than happy to do that. And she's like, wait, you mean to tell me I don't have to bring the computer to you? And I told her, like, listen, that's one good thing about me. I come to you. You don't come to me. If anything happens, I'm gonna do the work at your place, and if I need more time, then that's when I'll ask you if I can go ahead and unplug the device and bring it to my place where I have all my tools and resources to work on it. But in the back of my head, I knew no, there weren't gonna be any tools necessary for this job. I knew there were gonna be, but just to let her know that I'm gonna hook it up, take a look at it, see what all needs to be done. So I scheduled her for Tuesday for me to go out. And Tuesday I went out to her place around I think 3:30 ish or whatever. But because it was 3:30 ish, I just went ahead and bumped up to 4 to keep better track of time. Uh, billable hours. And so my first idea was to go ahead and take a look at it. And of course, I saw some things that I wasn't impressed with. Saw McAfee on there, Norton. I did see the Google Suite as local applications, which pretty certain Google Suite doesn't have that, at least not to my knowledge. I haven't seen that yet. And so it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. But whenever I looked at the computer, I was like, those are just things that kind of raise red flags. Um, what I did, well, she's like, do you need me to show you what I was doing, what was raising the flag? I was like, give me a minute. So Went ahead and ran the smart test that's integrated in Windows operating systems. Ran the smart test, hard drive passed. Like, yeah, she's got some bloatware and malicious software on here that's trying to get her to buy things. My assumption was right in the car when I was talking to her. So after that, I told her, like, okay, good news. Your hard drive ain't bad. Your hard drive is perfectly fine. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. I had so many files I was freaking out about. No worries. I got you. But it is going to take me some time to get your computer back where it needs to be so it can function uh, like it should. I was like, how old is this computer? She told me it was like 8 years old. I'm like, okay. So even whenever I do get this computer up and running, it might still be running a little slow, but that's just, the age of the components, all that, the utilization of everything. So after that, I continued to look through everything, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. So I started, getting rid of some of these programs, applications that she didn't need, and I educated her on that McAfee, Norton, all this malware stuff, virus scan stuff. Scrap that. You don't need any of that. That's what I call bloatware. The operating system on both Mac OS, Windows OS, and Linux all come with their own. A lot of people don't know that, so they're thinking, oh, I need some kind of protection. No. Windows Security Center, uh, Mac OS comes with Gatekeeper. Those are designed to help end users protect their computer from malicious things. So I went ahead and removed both those applications, and I want to say after I removed that, the computer started to perform 2 times better. So I was like, oh, 2 times better? Hot diggity dog. All right, let me see what I can do furthermore. So after that, I continued to hack away at it, and the computer started to really freeze up when I was trying to uninstall some other applications, such as what was another one? There was some files, TurboTax 2020, TurboTax 2019, TurboTax 2021. It's like, because every year when you do taxes and you want to use TurboTax, you have to get the latest software to make sure it's good, and that's just how TurboTax does things. Out of that, or you can get a subscription and get the latest one. The way she does it, she buys the actual software each and every year. And I educate her on that, let her know if you get a subscription, you get the latest update every year. You don't have to worry about that. And then on top of that, all the data that you have from TurboTax is stored in their cloud. So that would save a lot of hassle there. Whether she kind of understood that or not, I don't know, but I did explain that to her. That would be beneficial for her. And then after that, uh, I got rid of those programs. What else did I get rid of? Oh yeah, she had some kind of a random internet browser. It's called Wave browser or something. Never heard of it. And of course, I noticed there was some extensions that was associated with it, and so I got rid of that. And then I had to go in to the cache file and remove some of the things that were associated with, because whenever I uninstalled Wave browser, as soon as I uninstall a program, I always like to go into the root of the directory and make sure that whatever I uninstalled, there's literally no files left behind. It's gone. Because there are some programs, uh, such, I'll give you one, Adobe. Adobe is notorious for, when you uninstall that program, the Adobe Reader, or no, Adobe Acrobat is notorious for leaving things behind, and it's so bad that Adobe has actually created a program to download to actually help you clear all that unnecessary cache, temp cache that stays behind after the uninstallation. So that's typically how I do things. Took care of all that. Then as soon as that happened, the computer started acting a little bit better. And then there was just, she had some of these widgets on there. I'm like, oh, why? Why do you? And I asked her, I was like, do you need these widgets? She told me, she's like, I don't even know where those came from. I'm like, oh dear God. I got a happy clicker on my hands. So I was like, all right. So I went ahead and took care of that. It just, I just started writing down little notes on my notepad to find out to write down things I needed to tackle, and the computer was freezing up quite a bit. So I decided to try and reset the PC, just keep the files there. Yeah, some of those files that were there still were the infected files with rootkit, what else? Trojan, Warhorse, and a keylogger. And I was like, alrighty. So I was like, I was like, since I can't do it that way, let me go ahead and just start removing some of the programs because that's probably where those viruses came from. Well, it's like, all right, I was already there about 4 hours. I didn't leave that house till I think 8:30 that night. I was like, all right, I'm gonna take the computer with me. Took it back home with me. Worked on it the next day for another probably 4 hours or so, and I finally got that computer up and going. It took a hot minute. I wasn't able to reset the PC because of that, but because I was able to slowly get rid of programs and applications she didn't need on there, it finally got rid of those viruses. And then I ran a Windows security scan on it, and everything passed flying colors. I updated the Windows operating system because it had another KB of 22H2, that was not popping up before. So there was something, there was, I guess, an extension or a program that was preventing the computer from even recognizing that there was an update readily available. And so as soon as I took care of all that, that's when the update happened. I was like, hot dog, we're back in business. So gave her calls, like, yep, I got your computer back up and going, brought it back, did that, and then got it hooked up. Had her to kind of, hack around on the computer, make sure it was working great. And she was like, Philip, this computer hasn't run this smooth in quite a while. I'm like, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear I could help you. And she goes, I was so scared about my hard drive dying. I was like, you'll know your hard drive dies when you get a blue screen to death. That's just when everything just is kaput. Like it won't even boot up. But the fact that you were on your home screen and it said that, I knew right then and there your hard drive wasn't dead. It was a program giving you a bloatware message. It happens. So I lectured on all that, and things began to work beautifully. Anyways, that was my little spiel on all that and tips and tricks of the day. Again, my name's Philip with Philip's Computer Repair. Hope you'll have a great day, and let's remember all those that have fought 9/11. Let's keep those people in our memory. All right, take care.